stay right here in Proverbs because of, man, there's so many things. And usually when I quote something or do something out of Proverbs 3, it's the one that everybody knows, one of our life verses, 3, 5, and 6. And it's trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, and all your ways acknowledge Him, and He'll direct your paths, which is an amazing verse. But I think I've done a few devotionals on that, so that was just a bonus we'll throw in there. But today I want to read one that's a little bit further down in chapter 3. And my plan is, and I don't know if it's going to follow through or how it's going to go, but looking at the possibility of maybe just continuing one devotional out of each chapter from Proverbs, but whatever God leads us to do. So, no further ado, Proverbs chapter 3, these are verses 9 and 10. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the best part of everything you produce. So, gonna pause, there's more to it. So that, I don't preach on money itself. I'll preach on whatever God tells me. I believe our financial resources and our material possessions are something that God definitely asks us to be stewards of for Him, and that He owns everything and we're taking nothing with us. And I believe that we are called, especially as believers and as the church, to be His stewards of everything that we have and everything that He's given. And as we look at this, God's saying to us in His Word to honor Him with not only the wealth, but the best part of everything you produce. So oftentimes when we talk about giving offerings and things, we're thinking about, how much money and stuff. But He said everything you produce. And I look at that and I'm saying we have abilities and we produce things ourselves. I'm not talking about the stuff you make at work, but your physical abilities and the things that you can create and do. God wants you to do that for Him. All right, so don't forget that. There's a promise that comes after this that's pretty significant, and I believe it's misused often in the church as well. But let's follow through with this, the 9th and the 10th verse. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the best part of everything you produce. Then He will fill your barns with grain, and your vats will overflow with good wine. So here's the promise that God always makes. Put me first, and I'll take care of you. Now, many in the prosperity gospel movement, they cling to verses like this, and they use them. And what they're driving for is for people to give for the return. And God knows our heart. And it's not about hey, I'm going to give you $10, God, so you can give me 20. He's saying when you do this to honor me, you do this with what Corinthians tells us in the New Testament about a cheerful heart of giving. Then you see what we're called by God to do is do this from our heart with what He's asking. And as we do that with our heart, God will honor that. He always does. He honors us when we honor Him. He will always take care of us. And Kim and I have always, looked at giving to God our tithes, our offerings, as one of our primary first things that we do on our list of, so to speak, bills or responsibilities. And I know this as I look back over all the years of our life. We've had very tough times. We've had times where things were a lot better for us. I'm talking about in the financial world, material stuff like that. And so as I look at that, I'm God has always provided for us. We've lost a home, but then He blessed us by allowing us to live in a better home than the one we lost. We never spent a night on the streets. I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying we've never gone without food. We've ate things we didn't want to maybe eat, but we always had it. He provides. So the cool thing about God is that He knows exactly what we need, and He does exactly what is necessary in the moment. And so I want to challenge you to make sure that you are honoring God with everything that you have, everything that you are. God wants to do that, and He's challenged us to do it. So to be His church, let's be faithful stewards of all that He has provided. God bless you.